Hey guys, ViscountKdub here, and it's heist time! We continued with the Ultra Ball Burglar team Gauntlet. In this episode, Jensen will attempt to burgle victories from the trainers of his home cup, and hopefully slip past them with little difficulty. Without further ado, on with the Gauntlet. Alright, so we're starting up in this upgraded Pokeball division against the bug catcher Nelson, who has upgraded bugs. He uses Swords Dance for maybe 2 turns, and then finally attacks with his bigger and better bugs. The biggest threat on his team is, of course, the Heracross with Reversal and high speed to use Headbutt. So Typhlosion should be a good choice to take out everything. It has a super effective move against everything on his team. So we're just going to give Scyther a big ol' Fire Blast, and this should knock it out. It does. Dunsparce comes in. This Dunsparce works a little differently because he's not a bug. He's going to set up with Swagger and then attempt to use Psych Up to copy the attack boost. And luckily that Dynamic Punch hit, but it didn't do us any favors, so we have to switch out. Luckily, Lucifer can get past any and all confusion. There's that Psych Up. You're not going to get anywhere. And we're just going to knock him out. I can't believe how much HP Dunsparce has. Totally insane. Alright, and we have Butterfree with a Quick Claw. And you better believe it comes into play here because it gets a Sleep Powder right off the bat. It misses, and we get the Flamethrower knockout. And that's battle 1. It's just a little more tricky than the first one. Well, a lot more tricky because the first one they're using freaking Weedle and Caterpie. So, good on Nelson for upgrading his team. Next up is against Swimmer Bruce. I can't stop trying to meme his name because it's just kind of funny that way. And I have nothing for this team. Basically, yes, they're dual types. I have Lucifer can crunch and use you know, flame power, a flamethrower against the Magneton and Dugong. But against the Quagsire, I have nothing. I have to start with Andros. And thankfully, it's Kabutops who meets us first. We can just Earthquake it while it sets up Rain Dance. Right on cue. And I'm pretty sure a Psychic would knock it out, but I just wanted to be sure. Let's just Earthquake. This Kabutops also has a Quick Claw. And of course, Quagsire's the one to show up, and I have nothing for it. It has a strong Earthquake behind it. It also has Surf to go with the Rain Dance. It's probably his best Pokemon on the team. Save for the Slowbro. And I mean that because it's level 54. We put up the light screen to have that special damage from Surf. And we have to do whatever we can to slow this Quagsire down. And of course, he's not having it. Earthquake hurts. A critical hit is going to knock out Andros. He tried. He could have survived 1 Earthquake. Now, I had to be very careful about what I sent out here. Typhlosion doesn't have anything to knock it out with, but Lucifer does. Crunch will only get me so far. Flamethrower will do nothing. Hidden Power Ice won't get us anywhere. But he has Counter. If he can survive an Earthquake, we're in the money. And yes, he does. Here comes that counter. Knocks out the Quagsire in 1 hit. That's amazing. And I'm sure that's not the only time that's going to help us out. I knew we were going to struggle on this water team. Now, even this Dugong is kind of threatening at the moment. And it's usually not. I keep calling it the worst Dugong I've ever faced. Just because it has barely any moves. Like, it has Whirlpool and Takedown. So, yeah, we lose Lucifer, but Typhlosion has more than enough in its stock to take down Dugong. We'll try Thunder Punch. And, yeah, it works. And we're out of Battle 2, back from a big struggle. I mean, I couldn't really do anything different. I mean, every 5/6 of my team falls to Surf. So yeah, unavoidably, we have one continue going into Battle 3, but Battle 3 is a good one to pick up an extra continue. He plays with Defense Curl rollout strats, so Gligar is actually going to be our starter. Because we also want to avoid Earthquakes if possible. So there's Hi-Fan, that's his level 55 of the team. Hey, could have been Steelix, which actually I would have preferred. So Donphan has great defense already. And even Stab Earthquake didn't do much. And I can't really switch to anything, so I'm just going to go in for another Earthquake. Now it's doing less and less. Rollout begins at double the power. So I see that it did about 20, 30 damage. So I'm actually going to give him a counter for rollout 2 at double. So 4 times the rollout. And kaboom, he's gone. And Ursaring comes out. Normally this would be no problem for an Ursaring if he actually had some normal moves. But of course he doesn't. Earthquake did a lot. He doesn't have time, so he's just going to go for rollout. That's fine. I'm just going to go for another Earthquake. Maybe a crit this time. No. We're not that lucky. Rollout 2. Comes in with a miss. And we swing in with Wing Attack. That's Pokemon 2. Now lastly, lastly comes in an Omanite. And I'm not entirely sure if an Earthquake is going to do it. It has Surf. It can knock me out in one hit. But we'll see. Yep. All gone. I mean, come on, you're on the Ultra Ball. Why would you bring, like, an under-evolved thing? Like, you know, like, why not an Omastar? He was packing, too. Surf, Ancient Power, and Rollout. Bite. Couldn't even do the Defense Scroll thing. Alright, we're on to the Super Nerd Battle. And it doesn't look like much, but this team has some Pokemon that can really shut me down. I have to be aware of the Wobbuffet, I have to be aware of the Corsola, and the Tentacruel. Ampharos I'm not really too worried about. Skarmory, we can Fan Wave with Flames. And of course, Porygon 2 has a Miracle Berry, Tri-Attack, and Zap Cannon. Ugly battle. Alright, Dugtrio is going to be the speedier of the two against Tentacruel. And one Earthquake knocks it out. I'm glad I sent in my speediest. And since he didn't switch out, he did not bring Skarmory. And we're against Porygon 2. That means he didn't bring One of them. Weak spot, lucky. He didn't bring Skarmory, that's why. Thoughts collided. We got leftovers, so heal off that tri-attack. No status. Let's go. That annoyance is out of commission. Lastly, it's Ampharos. That's beautiful. He has nothing to attack us with besides Swift. He can double team all he wants. Kaboom. And we're good. End of battle. We are halfway through the cup. We only had one battle that really gave us an actual challenge. And we have 3 continues. We're in really good shape here. Next up is the Beauty, Alyssa. We used her team last time. It's pretty good. It's got just some normal bruisers. We hope the Miltank doesn't show up. She has males and females this time. But fortunately, we have some speedy Pokemon on our team too. We want to avoid the Montine and we want to avoid the Lickitung. Both could be devastating. But will it be Miltank or Wigglytuff? That's her level 53 pick. Start with Typhlosion, it's a safe choice. And it starts with Wigglytuff, Thunder Punch, Body Slam, Psychic, and Attract. What I don't want is Typhlosion to be paralyzed. Even though he's got Paralysis Cure Berry, I realized I ran the risk of keeping in Lucifer during the Pokeball round, and I'm not taking that route again, so I'm switching over to Napalm. He can take Body Slams all day. He doesn't care. He doesn't even mind if he's paralyzed. That's a Quick Claw, I think. Rock Slide Stab did about, 70. And that does not help. Now we're attracted. Well, let's go for Fire Blast. Yes! Okay, that did a lot more. And yeah, we got paralyzed that time. It's okay. He's taking the brunt of this. He doesn't even mind a Psychic. Attraction, Paralysis, and Rock Slide. We're good. And it hits. Go, Napalm, go. And to try to stop his run, it's the Lickitung. This thing has Earthquake and Fire Blast. And he's not even going to go for Attraction. They're the same sex, so here's Earthquake at 4 times the power. Napalm is not walking back from that. Now, again, I have another risky option because I don't want my fire types Earthquakes. So I'm taking a hit here. Let's go for counter. A critical hit, super effective. That's 4 times the damage. But we survive. Counter. And Lickitung is gone. I mean, why not, right? We're pretty much already out of a continue here. I kind of went in knowing it was going to happen. And now we reach Jump Pluff, which I can just dispatch with Hidden Power Ice and be done with it. 4 times the damage. And are you kidding me? 1 HP, huh? Alright, don't care about the Sun Spore. We can get past that. One more hit, we're good. Crunch. No! Okay. Focus Band. What are the odds it lands on 1 HP and then it uses a Focus Band? In 2 separate instances. Now, Jump Off is going first because I'm paralyzed. Mega Drain's not going to do anything. Flamethrower this time. No! Not even a burn. Oh, 2 focus bands in a row. It's about as resilient as the Weedle. And of course we're paralyzed. Can we win now? This Mega Drains are doing like 8 or 7 HPs at a time. Flamethrower, come on. No! Unbelievable. 3 focus bands. Meanwhile, Mega Drain keeps working. Another 7 HP gone. This is so close. I don't even want to switch out. Oh, yeah. The odds were overwhelmingly out of your favor for another focus band to hit. Wow. That's incredible. I don't know. 3 focus bands? I'm sure we've had it happen, but that's just crazy. Alright, on to Battle 6 against Jensen versus Jensen. His own Ultra Ball team against his own Ultra Ball team, and believe it or not, you know, it's not that difficult at all. Because there's a fatal flaw. We have Doug Trio and we have Gligar. The ground types are amazing. In fact, I believe we're going to start with Gligar. Yeah, ironically, you want to stay away from the fire types on this one. Perfect. We are going to be outsped, but he's just going to use Thief. I'm not going to miss that mid-berry at all. This is going to hurt him. I still have more HP than that. It's at level 52. Alright. Doug Trio's down. Did have magnitude, but I don't really care. It had toxic too. Okay. Stantler. Thief, Psych Up, Swagger, and Takedown. I don't think he even wants to try and swagger me on there. He's just going for takedowns. This is a bad version of Stantler. I prefer the Hypnosis version from Prime Cup. And lastly, oh man, I thought it was going to be Macargo. We can still survive here. Smokescreen, Dig, Flame Wheel, and Thunder Punch. So only really one of those is damaging to me. Wow, another close call. And that still did nothing. Jensen, you got robbed.
There are no more remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
6 battles down. Hasn't been too tough. Again, only one battle gave us trouble, and that was the swimmer. But let's see what happens when we switch seasons and we meet a border with an upgraded team and all the evolutions. Well, the Kanto ones. It's gonna be tough, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we have a Vaporeon that does know Surf this time. We have a Blastoise that knows Hydro Pump. We have an opposing Dark type, but it's also Ice, so that we don't care. Delibird, we don't care. Jolteon, again, we don't care as long as we bring a Ground type. And Flareon, we don't care. So it's just really the Water types that are gonna give us trouble. And I only have one super effective move, and it's from Typhlosion. He has to use Thunder Punch. We're going to go for Andros. And Sneasel's okay. It's honestly okay. I thought about switching, but I'm going to just attack with Earthquake, just to see how much it does. He's not going for Icy Wind this time. He doesn't even have it. And also, that Screech really doesn't matter either. I probably shouldn't have switched, but he doesn't have anything that can really hurt us. Feint Attack and Ice Punch. But Typhlosion just to be safe. And of course, computer's not dumb. There's that Vaporeon. About 50 from the Thunder Punch. Not bad. But if I switch to Andros, it's just going to be devastated by another serve. Probably over half HP. We can't take that risk. So a Thunder Punch will do it. That did about 80 damage. That would be such a risk if I did it again, but I'd have no choice. Wow, that done a ton. Come on, one more? Oh my god. These close calls in this cup. Ouch. Okay, anything that outspeeds Vaporeon, really. And yeah, we'll stick with Andros. Can't use Psychic, so we'll go for an Earthquake. We'll take it. Alright, Flareon comes out instead of the Sneasel. We're still faster. Off-type probably won't knock it out, and it doesn't. We're taking a Fire Blast from Flareon. Ouch. Did it about over half. Probably almost half. Just under half. Flareon's down with another Quake. Yep, I can't wait to bring that to battle. Alright, Sneasel. Sneasel too, really. Ice Punch does nothing. Let's give it a Quake. Good damage, and one more will do it. Out of there.
There are no more remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
7 battles down. We did lose Typhlosion there, but that's was to be expected. We can't deal with water types. Plain and simple. Jensen, get with the program. Steal the right Pokemon. Better yet, become a Rocket. They have pretty competent teams, actually. Alright, Psychic Mason. Yeah, his team kind of sucks. Actually, I think their gender's pretty ambiguous here. I guess they're male. They could be female. Mason is also ambiguous. It's usually boys, but I've heard girls too. Alright. So, Typhlosion versus Xatu. We do have a Thunder Punch, which we're gonna use. And Nightshade. Who cares? They could have used Stab Psychic. Like, why? Typhlosion's punches are so awkward. It's like, yeah. Okay. Kangaskhan is probably the most intimidating member, besides Arcanine. Okay. We land the Fire Blast. Critical hit Dizzy Punch. Yikes. Alright, well, there's no point in switching, so let's try for another Fire Blast. Great. Great.
We're eagerly awaiting the appearance
Who's
of the
left?
next Pokemon.
But
Oh, look
Doug
up.
Trio.
The crowd is hyper building from this heated battle.
Let's go for an Earthquake here.
Hang on, Earthquake. That was good.
It may be small, but we are pretty powerful. Okay, so Jensen's Doug Trio at level 51 or 2, was it? It had 118 HP. We have 141. How? That's a huge gap. I don't even care about Sneasel. It's just going to use Headbutt. Could have used Glare. Could have used Sweet Kiss. Couldn't have used Attract. You don't even get the honor of being Earthquaked again. You just get a Body Slam. And before you know it, that's it. That's the end of the cup. That's the Ultra Ball. This battle wasn't too bad. We even had Dark types on our side, and we didn't even need it. Let's analyze the run. Not gonna lie, we had some close calls there, Jensen. We are really flirting with disaster battling those water types head on. It's so fortunate that Lucifer and Gligar had counter on their side to take out the major threats. Some Pokemon fell to the waves, but it didn't stop another flawless run. As for the Master Ball division, I can't really speak on the behalf of their safety. You'll have to see how they get away next time. I'm ViscountKdub. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more Gauntlet, and maybe this is why there aren't many burglars in Pokemon after all. See you next time.